Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Assalamu alaikum students. This is Hamza Noor, and this video is basically for IAL Edexcel P1 chapter review 1 exercise. All right. So first of all, we have question number 1, simplify. Part A is saying that y cube multiplied by y raised to the power 5. So y cube multiplied by y raised to the power 5. So since the bases are same and the terms are being multiplied together, so the powers will be added. So y raised to the power 3 plus 5, and this is y raised to the power 8. Question number 1, part B, 3x square multiplied by 2x raised to the power 5. So basically 3 and 2 are the constant terms. When they are multiplied together, they will become 6, and the bases are same and the terms are being multiplied together, so the powers will be added. So this becomes 6x raised to the power 2 plus 5 is 6x raised to the power 7. Let's have a look at part C. 4x square is whole cubed and then divided by 2x raised to the power 5. So I'm erasing this working. Part C is 4x square whole cubed and then divided by 2x raised to the power 5. So basically 4x square, I mean both the terms 4 and the x square, both are cubed, both are raised to the power 3. So 4 raised to the power 3 is basically 64. 64 x raised to the power 2 times 3. The powers will be multiplied, since we know the fact that according to the laws of indices, if a raised to the power m is raised to the power n, so basically this is a raised to the power mn, and these concepts we have already covered. So this is 64x raised to the power 6 and then divided by 2x raised to the power 5. Now 64 and 2 are 64 and 2, these are basically two constant terms. So 64 divided by 2 is basically 32, and since the bases are same and the terms are being divided, so 32x raised to the power 6 minus 5, so the powers will be subtracted. So 6 minus 5 is 1, therefore 32 times x is basically your final answer. 32x raised to the power 1, 32x. As simple as that. Let's have a look at part D. 4b square multiplied by 3b cubed multiplied by b raised to the power 4. So basically 4, 3 and 1, these are the constant terms. So 4 times 3 and times 1 is basically 12. The bases are same, 12b, and the terms are being multiplied together, so the powers will be added. So 12b raised to the power 2 plus 3 plus 4. So 12b raised to the power 2 plus 3 is 5, 5 plus 4 is 9. 12b raised to the power 9 is supposed to be a final answer. Now let's have a look at question number 2. Expand and simplify if possible. I'm solving this question number 2 part B. You can solve question number 2 part A on your own, and then we will solve question number 2 part C as well. So part B is 2x minus 7 multiplied by 3x plus 1. 2x minus 7 multiplied by 3x plus 1. So basically the expansion goes like this. First of all, 2x will be multiplied by 3x. Then this 2x will be multiplied by 1. Then this minus 7 will be multiplied by 3x, and minus 7 will be multiplied by 1. So let's go step by step. So 2x times 3x is actually 6x square, and then 2x times 1 is positive 2x. Minus 7 times 3x is minus 21x, and minus 7 times 1 is actually minus 7. Now we need to actually see that is it possible to do further simplification, because we have to leave our answer in the most simplified form, because the requirement of the question is expand and simplify if possible. So if simplification is possible, we have to do it. So 6x squared and then 2x minus 21x will give you minus 19x, and then minus 7, and this is supposed to be your final answer. This was question number 2 part B. Now let's have a look at question number 2 part C. 2x plus 5 multiplied by 3x minus 5 plus 2. 2x plus 5 multiplied by 3x minus y plus 2. So the expansion will go in the same sequence, like 2x will be multiplied by 3x, then 2x will be multiplied by minus y, then 2x will be multiplied by 2, then 5 will be multiplied by 3x, then 5 will be multiplied by minus y, and then 5 will be multiplied by 2. So 2x times 3x is basically 6x square, and then 2x times minus y is minus 2xy, 5 times, sorry, 2x times 2 is basically 4x, then 5 times 3x is positive 15x, then 5 times minus y is minus 5y, and then 5 times 2 is positive 10. Okay, so now we need to actually check if we can do further simplification or not. So the terms related to x can be simplified with each other, and we don't have any other term which is related to x square. We don't have any other term which is related to xy. We don't have any other term which is related to y, and we don't have any other constant term. We have only two terms which are related to x. So 6x square minus 2xy plus 19x minus 5y plus 10, and this is supposed to be your final answer. So you can actually solve question number 2 part A on your own. Now let's have a look at question number 3 part A. X times x plus 4 times x minus 1. I'll just erase the working over here as well. X times x plus 4 times x minus 1. So basically, first of all, what you can do over here is just leave this x alone outside. Let's just expand x plus 4 multiplied by x minus 1. So x times x is x square, then x times minus 1 is minus x, then 4 times x is positive 4x, and then 4 times minus 1 is minus 4. So x multiplied by x square, and then 4x minus x is positive 3x, and then minus 4. Now x was left outside. Now you can multiply x with this whole expression. So x times x square is x cubed, then x times 3x is 3x square, and then x times minus 4 is minus 4x. And this is supposed to be your final answer. Now we are doing question number 3 part C. Question number 3 part B, you can do it on your own. So question number 3 part C is 2x plus 3 multiplied by x minus 2. 2x plus 3 multiplied by x minus 2 multiplied by 3x minus 1. All right. So basically, first of all, what we can do is leave this 2x plus 3 term alone. This will be multiplied in the end. And now you can first actually expand x minus 2 multiplied by 3x minus 1. Or what you can do is first of all expand 2x plus 3 times x minus 2, and then in the end multiply it with 3x minus 1. Okay, no issues. Or what you can do is multiply 2x plus 3 with 3x minus 1 first, and then in the end multiply the whole expression with x minus 2. So you can do in any way. So 2x plus 3 will be multiplied with the expansion of x minus 2 times 3x minus 1. So x times 3x is 3x square, and then x times minus 1 is minus x, then minus 2 times 3x is minus 6x, and minus 2 times minus 1 is positive 2. Now 2x plus 3 will be multiplied with the expression, but this whole expression needs to be simplified first. As you can see that there are two terms which are related to x. So 3x square minus x minus 6x. This is called the addition of the negative terms. So 3x square minus 7x plus 2. Now 2x plus 3 will be multiplied with this whole quadratic expression. So 2x times 3x square first. So 3 times 2 is 6. So 6x cubed. Then 2x multiplied by minus 7x. So this becomes minus 14x square. And then 2x times 2 is basically positive 4x. Then 3 times 3x square is 9x square. Okay, 3 times minus 7x is minus 21x. 3 times positive 2 is 6. Now we want to actually simplify this. So as we can see, there are two related terms to x square, two terms which are actually related to x square, and two terms which are related to x. The constant term is alone, the x cube term is alone. Okay, so 6x cube and then minus 14 plus 9. So 9 minus 14 is basically minus 5, so minus 5x square. And then two terms are basically related to x, so 4x minus 21x. So this will become minus 17x and then positive 6. And this is supposed to be your final answer. 6x cubed minus 5x square minus 17x plus 6. So question number 3, part B, you can actually try on your own and then you can compare your answer from the back of the book. Now let's have a look at question number 4. I'm raising this whole working. So question number 4 is saying that expand the brackets, as simple as that. Let's have a look at question number 4, part B. This one is so simple. You can do it on your own. So 5x square multiplied by 3 minus 5x plus 2x square. Okay, this is your question. So first of all, what you can do is 5x square multiplied by 3. So this is 15x square. Then 5x square multiplied by minus 5x. This becomes minus 25x cube. And then 5x square multiplied by 2x square. This becomes positive 10x raised to the power 4. And as simple as that, you have achieved your final answer. Because any further simplification is not possible. Now, uh, let's have a look at question number 4, part C. 5x times 2x plus 3. 5x times 2x plus 3, and then minus 2x times 1 minus 3x, minus 2x times 1 minus 3x. So 5x into 2x is positive 10x square. Then 5x multiplied by 3 is positive 15x. Then minus 2x times 1 is definitely minus 2x, and then minus 2x times minus 3x is positive 6x square. Now we can actually see that there are two terms related to x square and there are two terms which are related to x. So these can be further simplified. So 10x square plus 6x square is 16x square, and 15x minus 2x is positive 13x. And this is supposed to be your final answer to question number 4, part C. All right, so you can actually solve question number 4, part D on your own. Let's move on to further questions of this exercise. All right, so here we have question number 5. Factorize these expressions completely. Part A is 3x squared plus 4x. So since we know that x is common in both of the terms, so taking x common multiplied by 3x plus 4. As simple as that. This is a completely factorized form. Similarly, if we have part B, 4y square plus 10y. So we know that 2 is also common and y is also common. So taking 2y as common multiplied by 2y plus 5. This is the most, factorized form. All right. So 2y times 2y plus 5 is supposed to be your final answer. Now let's have a look at part C. Part C is x square plus xy plus xy square. Okay. Now, since we know the fact that x is common in all of the terms, so taking x common multiplied by x plus y plus y square. This is the factorized form. And this is supposed to be your final answer. Then we have part D, 8xy square. I'm solving it over here. 8xy square plus 10x square y. Let me just say this is working. So since we know that 2 is also common, x is also common, and y is also common. So taking 2xy as common, what we are left with inside, 4 times y, okay, and then 5x, and yes, this is the end. This is the factorized form. So basically, in order to check that if you have, you know, uh, factorized it correctly, so what you can see it, uh, what you can do over here is, in order to check that, when 2xy is multiplied by 4y, so 2 multiplied by 4 is 8, and then xy is multiplied by y, so x into y square. So yeah, 8xy square is achieved. And then 2xy will be multiplied by 5x, so 2 times 5 is 10, okay, and then x times x is x square, and then a single y over here. So yeah, this is supposed to be your final answer. Then we have question number 6. We need to factorize these quadratic expressions. So I'm doing part A first. X square plus 3x plus 2. All right. So basically, the factors are made of a multiplied by c, and this sign tells us that we have to add the factors, and even after the addition, the middle term is supposed to be positive 3. So there is only one way to write 2, which is 2 times 1. Okay, I mean, we need to break a times c. A is 1 over here, we need, and c is 2 over here. We need to break ac in such a way that it can be written as a product of two factors. So 2 times 1, and yeah, addition is happening over here. So 2 plus 1 is 3. This sign tells us that we have to add the factors, and this sign tells us that after adding the factors, we need to obtain 3. So x square plus 2x plus x plus 2. So therefore, taking x common, multiplied by x plus 2, taking 1 common, multiplied by x plus 2. So this factor and this factor is supposed to be the same. I mean, these two brackets are supposed to be same. So you can say that you are doing the factorization accurately, and there are no issues in it. So when these two brackets come out exactly the same, they will be written once. So x plus 2 multiplied by x plus 1, and this is supposed to be your final answer. X plus 2 multiplied by x plus 1. Or you can write x plus 1 multiplied by x plus 2, same thing. Now let's have a look at question number 6, part C. X square minus 2x minus 35. X square minus 2x minus 35. So basically the factors will be made of 1 multiplied by 35, and 35 can be written as a product of two factors like 7 times 5. And this sign tells us that we have to do subtraction. This sign tells us even after the subtraction, the middle term is supposed to be minus 2. So 7 minus 5 will give you positive 2, but 5 minus 7 will give you negative 2. I mean, both are basically subtractions, but we need minus 2 in the middle term. So 5 minus 7 will be used. So x square plus 5x minus 7x minus 35. Or what else you can do over here is that I did like this, x square minus 7x plus 5x. It is the same thing. And these two ways will give you the same answer. Okay. So taking x common multiplied by x plus 5, taking minus 7 common multiplied by x plus 5, and therefore x plus 5 multiplied by x minus 7. All right. And in this case, taking x common multiplied by x minus 7, taking 5 common multiplied by x minus 7. So x minus 7 and x minus 7 is the same. So therefore x minus 7 is written once multiplied by x plus 5. So these are exactly the two same answers. Okay. And let's move on to the next question. You can actually try solving these on your own. Okay. Let's have a look at this one, part F. Okay. Here basically the coefficient of x square is negative. So how to deal with such type of questions? 6 minus 5x minus x square. 6 minus 5x minus x square. Now you need to understand the concept carefully over here. You need to see the step by step. First of all, I'm going to make this question easier for you. Let's rearrange the terms like this: minus x square minus 5x and then positive 6. Okay. So first of all, what you can do over here is take the minus sign as common. I mean, factor out the minus sign. So when minus sign is taken as common outside, so multiplied by x square plus 5x minus 6, obviously, because in the end, when you multiply the minus sign with all of these three terms, it will give you this result. Okay. So what I've done is taking the minus sign as common outside. Okay, now just leave this minus sign alone, and now you are left with this quadratic expression: x squared plus 5x minus 6. Now we need to just do the factorization on this. Okay, we will deal with this minus sign in the end. So x squared plus 5x minus 6. Okay, only just consider this thing right now, nothing else. So basically 6 can be written in two ways, which is 3 times 2 and 6 times 1, obviously. And this sign is actually telling us that we have to do subtraction, and this sign is telling us that even after the subtraction, the middle term is supposed to be positive 5. Okay, so 6 minus 1 makes sense in your head. So 6 minus 1 is a subtraction, and 6 minus 1 will give you positive 5. Okay, so x square plus 6x minus x minus 6. Taking x common, multiply by x plus 6. Taking minus 1 as common, multiplied by x plus 6. Because we have to make these two factors, two brackets exactly the same. So they turn out to be one single factor. So when x plus 6 is repeated, it is written once. So x plus 6 multiplied by x minus 1. Okay, so the fully factorized form of x squared plus 5x minus 6 is x plus 6 multiplied by x minus 1. Now what do we do with this negative sign which we already taken out, which we already factored out? Okay, so what you can do over here is you can do two type of steps, and they will give you the same answers. What you can do is just multiply this negative sign with x plus 6 and leave this x minus 1 alone. And the other way is you multiply this negative sign with x minus 1 and leave this x plus 6 alone. I mean, in the end, they will provide you the same answer. Just the way of expressing the product of two linear factors will be, different, but they will provide you the same answer, because if you in the end multiply the two linear factors, if you just expand them, they will give you exactly this quadratic expression. Okay, so what I'm doing over here is multiplying this negative sign with x plus 6. Okay, so this will be minus x minus 6, and then it will be multiplied with x minus 1. So this can be written as an answer as well. Okay, this can be written as an answer as well. If you completely expand these two brackets, they will give you the same quadratic expression. But it is recommended that you need to search for a negative sign over here in the factors. If there is any negative sign, so this minus sign will convert that into a positive one. So it would be better if you multiply this negative sign with x minus 1. So this minus 1 turns out to be a positive one. Okay, I mean, this is also acceptable, no issue at all, but you can express it in a better way. So what I'm doing is multiplying this minus sign with x minus 1. So let's just leave this x plus 6 as it is and multiply minus sign with x minus 1. So this will give you minus x plus 1, which can be rewritten like this: x plus 6 multiplied by 1 minus x. So if you expand both of them, this one and this one, they will definitely give you the same quadratic expression. Okay. But the recommended way, I can say the better approach is to do this method. All right. So let's move on to further questions. So I mean, after watching this recording, if the students, if you have any type of issue, any questions, so you can immediately ask me. I'll respond to you as soon as possible. All right. But once you have completely watched the recording, you have copied each and everything, you have understood at least 2 to 3 times. If you don't understand a particular question, just skip the video backwards and watch this again, and hopefully you will understand it. So you just need to apply the basic concepts which you have already studied uh, from me in this whole chapter. There won't be any issue. And the remaining questions of, I mean, the remaining parts of question number 6, you can do on your own, and then you can check your answers.